I think Jeremy Blanchard, he might need some medical attention, fans. We're not even 10 minutes into this match. I think Jeremy Blanchard is in serious trouble. And Thunder doesn't seem to give a crap.
Oh, my God.
That's a Brett Sawyer job if I've ever seen it. That's reminiscent of Tom Pritchard.
Oh, look at that snap. Oh, that was gorgeous.
That was. I was paying more attention
crap.
to Jeremy Blanchard, unfortunately. So it looked like it was some sort of a...
Bubba might have a big gut, and Bubba might have a big butt, but he is double B. That's double bad.
That's right, and double tough. That's one thing you cannot take away from the... He's got a wrench. Some sort of a wrench or a crowbar, I'm not sure. But whatever it is, it's doing a lot of damage to Thunder. As Jeremy Blanchard seems to have recovered from that cut in his forehead, but barely. Jeremy's
good trouble.
Lord,
He's
my
gushing.
God. Is anybody mass transit anybody? Eric Coulis? Oh, dear God.
Silly string. CJ shoots Bubba in the face with silly string, blinding him a little bit.
Well, and right there, Jeremy Blanchard giving his own version
No
of
quit.
You
There
Suck.
is no quit in Jeremy Blanchard.
No,
Blanchards don't ever quit.
I'll tell you what. If you'd have told me that C.J. Edwards would be
This
on his
lucky?
feet, well, he's none the worse for wear. In fact, it looks like he's in the best shape of the bunch. If you'd have told me that when this match was signed, I would have thought you were lying. But boy, I'll tell you what. Oh, cheese grater again.
I love it.
If it seems like I'm at a loss for words, it's because I am. Very few times in my life have I ever witnessed this kind of carnage. As Jeremy Blanchard seems to be frustrated with his situation.
He looks pissed off. He looks like he's ready to kill.
He looks like he's going to take it out on Thunder, too.
Oh, I think it's time to put that old horse out to pasture anyways.
I'll tell you what, if Jeremy Blanchard doesn't get help for that cut on his forehead, I don't know how much longer he can continue. That's a tremendous loss of blood. But he's still up and kicking. I'll tell you what, the Blanchard brothers are double tough, but so is Thunder, and so is C.J. Edwards. There's a kick, and he hit him with something. I don't even know.
Yeah, it is a keyboard.
Yeah, log on to www.imgonnakickyourbutt.com.
Or www.youtube.com/legitwrestling.
That's true, for whenever you want to see great wrestling action.
You're probably watching this match right now.
That's right. And now they've got the chain, they've got Bubba.
Oh. And I can't believe the Blanchards are getting it hooking to him like this.
Well, I think maybe they might have underestimated Thunder and C.J. Edwards, although Thunder...
I can't believe CJ would do this to Bubba. Bubba was instrumental in CJ's career a year ago.
Well, that seems to be out the window right now. The crutch comes into play. Well, I'll tell you what, as much fun as the Better Homes and Gardens match was to watch, this is brutal. This is absolutely brutal. This is like watching the gladiatorial combat in the old Roman Coliseum days.
Look at the blood just dripping down onto Thunder from Jeremy's head.
Look at that. That is... I'm at a loss for words. I'm stunned. He is on his feet.
I think Triple H was in the back.
He is on his feet, and he is taking it to his opponents in spite of the fact that he is still gushing blood from that laceration. There's a sledgehammer.
The John Paul Levesque sledgehammer.
Well, he wasn't protecting the head of the sledgehammer like Triple H does. Because you know how Triple H hates to have the sledgehammer
Triple H is
damage.
weak as fuck. Come on. That's a shoot, too.
The opinions expressed by one Mr. Matt Legit do not reflect those of his colleague, although I have expressed the same opinions before myself. Look at that, as he yells at promoters.
Yeah, you did call for this, Bobby. You did call for this, Terry.
As he yells and screams at the DOA promoters, the Northwest Connection, you can see the blood spray off of his face, and there's Bubba Blanchard is busted open right now as well. And he's begging for a little bit extra time. Meanwhile, Thunder...
CJ knows better than to trust Bubba when he's begging for his life.
I think the Thunder got his hands on the testicular tongs, and he was looking to toss Jeremy's salad.
Oh, look at Jeremy.
How can you... It's pouring. It's pouring. It's pouring.
It's like Old Faithful.
It's like maple syrup. C.J. Edwards, God bless him, holding his own.
Bubba trying to save his fallen brother from any more punishment.
Tell you what, God bless him, C.J. Edwards is hanging in there for as much size and strength as he's giving up. Of course, size and strength easily negated by a blow by the vacuum. As basically Bubba Blanchard telling everybody in the ring he thinks they suck.
Well, Bubba's in total control here. Look at this. Taking on 2 men at once.
Well, he almost has to, judging by, like I said, that cut on Jeremy's forehead hasn't stopped bleeding. And this has got to be a situation. I know it's no disqualification. I know, but the referee has got to get in there and take a look at that.
Jeremy's in big trouble. Somebody needs to get out there and look at Jeremy.
Yeah, the referee or somebody needs to take a look at Jeremy Blanchard because he is losing a lot of blood right now.
Just destroying Thunder.
I think that's why.
I love it.
I think that's why Bubba is taking it upon himself really to do most of the work in the match, but a reversal by Thunder, and in goes Bubba Blanchard into the ladder.
Bubba's in trouble. Jeremy's in trouble. Not looking good for the Blanchards. I don't like it.
Well, I've been in the ring with them before. As I said, they're double tough, but I really don't know how much more of this Jeremy can handle. As you can see, Portland Wrestling promoter Bob Spiker over there with the towel. This is very reminiscent, as I said, Matt, and I think you've even got it up on your YouTube page of the Tom Pritchard situation back in 1984, or even the Bret Hack Sawyer situation with the Klan back in the early 80s, where the amount of blood was just, you just don't know how he ever returned to wrestling.
Tough men get into wrestling.
Well, I know,
and you're looking at a couple of the toughest right there with the Blanchard brothers.
I agree.
And it looks like Bobby Spiker, Bob Spiker, Portland Wrestling promoter, is actually looking at Jeremy's cut and trying to help coagulate the blood.
Well,
so he can keep going.
And you know, Jeremy didn't have very kind things to say about Mr. Spiker, but in this case, that's got to go out the window. You're thinking of the safety and the security of your wrestlers. These are human beings in there. We tend to forget sometimes.
Bubba going back to work now.
Sending CJ in. Big clothesline, and I think he had a weapon. And drops down on Thunder, and he has got his second win right now. And you can see right there,
Jeremy's still fighting.
Jeremy is still fighting. I'll tell you what.
They never quit and they never say die. I told you that, Bud.
They might not be the most likable personalities in professional wrestling, but you cannot deny. And I would defy unto anybody in any wrestling promotion to show the kind of intestinal fortitude that Jeremy and Bubba Blanchard are showing right here.
That's a spool of barbed wire. That is a spool of barbed wire.
That is, and I guarantee you there is no rubber on the tips of this barbed wire. This is the real thing, and it is being rolled over the back of Bubba Blanchard. And to be quite honest with you, unless, I mean, this is stuff that I would do to somebody if you threatened my mother. Okay, I can't imagine what kind of things would happen between these two teams to warrant this kind of
Thunder
punishment.
doing with that ladder?
I have no idea. I have no clue. Whatever it is, he probably shouldn't do it. He tried a moonsault.
Bubba barely got out of the way.
Well,
but that was amazing to see a guy Thunder's size do that.
Pulling out all the stops.
And not F it up like Brock Lesnar.
Well, he's pulling out all the stops. This is a blood feud. And it looks
I can't tell if Thunder's bleeding or if that's Jeremy's blood on Thunder.
I don't know. There's been so much. Can you imagine what the bill to clean the mat on the ring is going to be? Much less how much it's going to cost for Jeremy Blanchard to get the proper medical care. And right now, Bubba, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. as Bubba Blanchard taking that barbed wire. And you can see as it gets pulled off of the shirt that is not that rubber tip crap that they used in WCW. As you can see, Jeremy Blanchard.
Bob Spiker's they're forcing Jeremy to the back. He's bleeding too much. He has to be looked at. But he's not trying to give up.
No, he's
trying to get in there for his brother.
He's certainly not. And right now,
suplex onto Thunder.
On the ladder.
God, I haven't seen this much blood since Crash 503 had a girlfriend.
Ooh. Ouch.
Too soon?
I'm not sure.
Back to the action.
Yeah, you said
There's a nappy-headed little Negro about to get the crap kicked out of him here in DOA.
I'll tell you what.
That's what you get for hanging out with the Marcus James.
Bubba Blanchard is in control in spite of his brother being taken to the back with a terrible laceration. Thunder is down after having missed a moonsault with the ladder. And right now,
Bubba's in total control.
He's going to put the crossface on him. He's trying to get Thunder to tap. C.J. Edwards trying to get to his feet and break it up, and he does.
What a fighter Bubba Blanchard is, staying in there with these two men, going toe-to-toe with him.
I'll tell you what, I think when all is said and done, the guy that's going to benefit the most from this match is going to be that man right there, C.J. Edwards. He certainly hasn't taken as much punishment, it wouldn't seem, or at least he's been able to withstand the punishment he's taken better.
Big forearm from Bubba, fighting back.
All right, Bubba sends him in.
Reverses the Irish whip.
Heel kick. Down goes Bubba. If Thunder can get back to his feet and get going again, I think that he and Edwards have this match.
Don't you say that, Buzz.
Well, 2-on-1, and Thunder is back to his feet.
Thunder's got that bad leg.
And I'll tell you what, I don't know how much, I do not know how much of this that anybody in the ring can take. This has been just one of the most brutal matches. This is a career changer, Matt. And right now, Thunder taking it to Bubba Blanchard. Jeremy Blanchard in the back, hopefully getting some medical attention. And now, Thunder press slamming.
Oh. That might have hurt CJ more than it hurt Bubba.
Well, it looked like Edwards hit face first.
Dive.
Well, he hit face first on the midsection, if not the groin area of Bubba Blanchard.
And that's a tough gut Bubba has. You don't want to fall on that. It's not like loopy fat, like you see in some guys that pretend to be professional wrestlers. That's stiff, hard fat.
Bubba Blanchard sending Edwards in. That was a back body drop or some sort of a throw.
CJ's so little, he just tossed him like a rag doll. And going to work on the big man again.
And I'll tell you what, let's give credit where credit is due. Thunder's back on his feet after missing that moonsault on the ladder. I don't know too many people who can say that they can get up after that.
Bubba looks gassed. He might be in trouble.
Well,
you got to finish it quick, Bubba.
If he doesn't, he's saying he's going to put him away, but he doesn't have a tag team partner.
Hang on, Bubba.
Thunder with headbutts, monstrous headbutts.
It's like getting headbutted by a cow. Big Clydesdale.
And now C.J. Edwards is going to climb to the top. And he's getting on Thunder's shoulders and diving off with the splash. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. It's over. Finally, it is over. One of the most brutal, one of the greatest matches of all time. Wrestling fans only in DOA can you find this kind of action. As Edwards and Thunder, they don't win the match, they survive it.
Well, I earned a little bit of respect for CJ here tonight. I am impressed with that kid.
And I, too, once again, for the Blanchard Brothers fans, we want to thank you for watching this match on YouTube. DOA Wrestling will be back with more great wrestling action.
Let's hear it. This is a great match.